Hey guys, welcome to another Tamriel College Dungeon Guide video. I am Berserk Design. I am your hostess with the mostest. We are doing Tempest Island, the veteran hard mode version of it. This dungeon is really fun. This last boss can be a bit tricky. It's not really, she's kind of glitchy. It's not really too hard. If you know the mechanics, it's pretty simple. So when you start this dungeon out, if you haven't done the quest, you have to clear the beach of ads. I don't know if these guys have the quest or not. But you have to kill all these ads here. It's like it's one of the only things in a quest that's a little confusing. I don't think we do. I don't think anyone in the quest has it. So the group here has it. These are randoms. If they have it, if you guys have the quest here, you just kill the ads this area, and it'll progress the quest. I don't think anyone does. Usually someone will play. So you're gonna want to kill the ads here. There's nothing you really have to focus. Just sort of chain them all in. There's only really one ad this whole dungeon you have to focus and all. It's a giant like lurcher, like storm lurcher guy. We'll get there later. But yeah, as a tank, just focus on getting them all grouped up. As a DPS or a healer here, just focus healing and focus DPSing. We're gonna continue here through this door. Yeah, Tempest Island is it can be really frustrating. Gonna continue on here. All right, cool. So more ads. This is a long dungeon. It could take quite a while. We're actually just gonna pull these up here. I like to pull these ads up here. Again, like I said, long dungeon, super long dungeon, like ad pulls and stuff. Kind of unnecessarily long, but that's okay. It's a beautiful dungeon. So as you're gonna see here, we're just gonna chain all this stuff in. I'm gonna take this gravity crush. We're gonna clean up these ads. DPS is pretty good. We're gonna keep going. So the first boss I think is around this corner. Yeah. So the first boss is actually right there. You don't actually have to aggro her. You can kill these ads first. Kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to get a feel. Oh no, never mind. They pulled the boss. It's okay. That two-hander. Make sure you grab that two-hander. That two-hander will actually do a fair bit of damage. So in this boss, keep this boss faced away from the group. She's gonna do a shout. In just a second. That shout. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does enough. You want to keep her faced away from the group. As far as other stuff with this boss, she does a scream you can interrupt where she empowers stuff around her. Other than that, just keep her face away from the group so she doesn't scream your group to death. I don't remember if there's a heavy attack here. I don't think there is. She's also going to move periodically, this boss. She just kind of does her own thing. She'll move and you'll have to retaunt her, reposition her, and then she'll move and then you have to reposition. I don't know what killed that guy. Maybe he was standing where he should have been on the screen. But that's it for that boss. Face her away from the group. Yeah, face her away from the group. And as a tank and as a DPS, stand behind her. As a healer, stand behind them. Pretty much a stack and burn fight. The ads can make it a little tricky. As a tank, make sure you taunt the two-handed ads for sure. The archers and stuff, if you can grab them, grab them. DPS, focus killing the ads first, and then kill them. Moving on. We're gonna have some more ads here. Again, like I said, there's nothing really here that you really gotta concern yourself with as far as prioritizing as a DPS. You just kind of want to grab all this stuff up and pull it together. Chains, please. Although the two-handers will do damage. The two-handers here will do work if you're not careful with them. Interrupt the archers. We're gonna go up this way now. We're gonna have another ad pull here, and then I think we're gonna have another ad pull up. Or no, the boss is up there. So again, grab the ads here. There's not anywhere in particular you need to stack them. Just grab them all. Again, the two-hander and the sword and shields should always come first. The archers and the healers sort of come last. If you're trying to specifically prioritize things. So you just chain them all in here like this. Hang them out. Alright, we're going to go up here. I believe the second boss. I think there's another ad pull. Nope, there's one more ad pull. You can pull all these together if you want to. You don't have to. Got everything over here if I can. I'm gonna chain this stuff in. You can see these ad pulls are sort of annoying. It's kind of what makes me not like this dungeon. These ad pulls are just kind of unnecessary. Maybe they should put some harder mobs in there. Something that I actually like the lurchers from is that March of Sacrifice or something that's actually threatening. All right, so this boss is interesting. So on this boss, that will move around. It's like an AoE. Don't stand in that as a DPS or healer. As a tank, it's not really that much of a threat. This boss does a couple things. He spawns an ad there. The ad will die pretty quickly. Have your DPS focus that. Other than that, this boss does a heavy attack. You're going to want to block it. Let's see if I can get him to end. Does that. We'll throw some damage out on a random player. Let's see. He's going to attack you here with swipe. That heavy attack there, when he winds it up, block that. He'll knock you down. Other than that, he's going to periodically summon an ad. He's going to periodically turn around and throw damage on play. He picked me there. He's stunned. He's dead. That's it. And then block the heavy attack, and that's it. You don't really have to tank him anywhere in particular. Just kind of tank him here and don't move. As a DPS, just stand behind him, and as a healer, stand behind them. Do yourself a favor. Try not to stand in that AoE. It puts stress on the healer, although it's not going to like one-shot you or anything. It's sort of like a grab. So we're going to pull these ads. Here, Energy would be nice. I'm gonna pull these all up here. I think you pull. We're gonna go up here. We'll take our time. Kill the ads here. There's gonna be more ads up here. We're gonna have more ads up here. What I like to do is I like to tank them here. I like to tank the ads here, and then the range ones that are over there, I like to range taunt them, or pull them in, chain them in. So chains, silver leash, range taunt, anything like that. If you range taunt the ads that are over there, and then you kind of line of sight them, like you walk back here, they'll follow you. Like, see, you can do it either way. All right, more ad pulls, guys. Yay! Yay! All right, cool. So you go through the store here. I'm going to do a big boy pull. So let's go. You're going to get ads here, and then you're going to get ads here, and then you're going to get ads in the next room. So I like to pull all these together. I'm going to stop here. I have a feeling these guys are going to have a freak out. The rest of this stuff. It's not fair to the group. Blow a horn. With randoms, you have to be careful if you're a tank how many of these ads you actually pull. Some of these guys don't want to rush, you know, and when you're in a random group, you're a group. You're not just a single person, so you have to sort of take your time. But let's go through here. Should be another ad pull and then a boss. All right, some more ads here. I'm gonna go here. Ads here. Like I said, I wasn't joking when I said this was like the ad dungeon. It's tons and tons. Alright. It's here. You can kind of line of sight him on the corner here. If the archer, by the way, does that conal spray, you can bash it. Either bash it as a DPS or like a healer or tank, or you can interrupt it using like crushing shock or venom arrow if you happen to have that. More crushing shock, venom arrow, chains interrupts them. Tons of stuff you can do. Okay, cool. So this boss here, she's right there. It's the speaker. I'll just call her speaker because I'm not trying to tank the ads, group everything up. She's gonna do an AoE. She's gonna do that AoE. Don't stand in that if you're anything other than the DPS. That archer there is really disruptive. You want to try and get that ad in here. She won't respawn them once they're dead. Other than that, she does that AoE, which will potentially kill a DPS. And she does that AoE on the ground, which is actually kind of nasty. As a DPS here, you want to stand behind her. Like you see where that archer's standing right there? That's pretty much the perfect distance. Block her heavy attack. If you're a tank, block her heavy attack. So you saw the AoE. She does an AoE, like a swirly AoE. She charges her body up. Block that. You don't have to get out of it. Block it. And then the AoE that she puts on the ground, I believe she puts it wherever she's taunted. Like whoever she's taunted on, she puts it under them. Make sure you don't stand in that. That will actually mess you up. Other than that, if you're the tank, block the heavy attack, and I think that's it. All right, so we're gonna keep going here. We're about halfway through. No, we're only halfway through this. All right. All right, so kill the ads here again. Try and manage the if you're having trouble as a tank, try and manage the sword and board and the two-hander as much as you can. And the healers won't necessarily. This boss is interesting. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna tank this boss, face him away from the group. He's gonna do a couple things. He's gonna do a lightning, you'll see it. It's like a lightning spear on the ground. He's gonna spawn some ads. That will stun you. You don't actually want to stand in that. That's actually Storm Fist. That's actually Storm Fist proc. Like you see the fist? That's actually Storm Fist proc, like the monster set. You don't actually want to stand in that. That will knock down. You can't actually, like, if you stand in that we're gonna get out of that. Damn it! He knocked us down with the Storm Fist. So what you want to do is he's gonna spawn the ads. Just kind of manage the ads. Just kind of tank them in as a DPS. As long as your tank tanks them into the group, you should be fine. The knockdown that he does, like, get out of that. That Storm Fist will stun you. It's really annoying. The damage isn't really too terribly bad. So that knockdown there, he does them like 3 times throughout the fight. It doesn't matter if you block and you stand in it. He'd still knock you in the air. So what you want to do is get out of it. So do you notice under 15% he started going berserk? They're going berserk there. So what happens there is at 15% he goes into an execute phase and he won't spawn anything else. You have to kill him. The damage will progressively get worse and worse and worse. So start thinking about it like 20%. Start thinking about saving Warhorns, ultimates, things like that. Because he goes nuts at 15%. Other than that, when he spawns the ads, kill the ads. Don't stand in the Storm Fist. Even as a tank, don't stand in that knockdown. It doesn't really hurt you when he puts an AoE and he knocks you up in the air. It's just kind of annoying. I don't like getting knocked around during a fight, because if you're getting knocked around during a fight, you're not managing the fight. If that makes sense. Okay, cool. So continuing on. Other than that, during that boss, he doesn't do anything else. I think that's it on that boss. So there's ad pull. There's another ad pull here. There's a long section here. All right. So these guys here, these Storm Matchers have to be focused. These Storm Matchers have to be focused. They're going to do an explosion with their body, and it's going to mess your group up. He does an explosion. It's in like a star pattern. Like, it puts damage out in like a star pattern, like they're little swirlies. You're going to see them in just a second. Those have to be focused. If you see one of those as a DPS, kill it. Like, tab target them. Like, they have to die. The damage they do to the group is actually pretty significant. Like, you're going to see, let's see if we'll do it. That explosion, like, you see the little waves that went out? You see how much damage that did on the tank, and that's still, like, chunky pretty good. That's a one-shot. It'll one-shot healers and DPS. So these guys have to be focused. Other than that, there's the boss in there, in that tent. Let's, like, pull half and pull. There he is. The boss is here. I can't taunt him for some reason. Taunt, please. My horn. All right. So what he's gonna do here is he's gonna pick you up. I don't actually have any stam left. I don't know what. All right, there we go. So block the heavy attack. If he picks you up like that, he's gonna pick up whoever he's taunted on. Just CC break it. It does a little bit of damage. It drains some of your resources. Other than that, just tank this boss in place and block his heavy attack. That's literally it. Like I just didn't do, because I'm not getting any synergies from the healer at all. Okay. fine. Fine, guys. I should be self-sufficient. So as far as the ads go, try and kill the ads as a DPS. As a DPS, kill the ads. As a healer, heal them. As a tank, just grab the boss and face him away from the group. Make damn sure that you block his heavy attack, because I'll lift you up in the air, punch you in the face. So you're gonna have a Storm Atro here. Kill the Storm Atro. Focus the Storm Atro. All right, let's continue. So we're nearing the end of the dungeon here, guys. We are nearing the end of this dungeon. Looks like they cleared the ads. Okay, cool. So what you're gonna do here, there's two ways to do this. You can skip this. You can actually skip this. You can run right by these ads. Yep. I got caught. It's okay. So what you want to do here, do you see that one shot on him? So what you want to do here is try and grab everything as best as possible. Manage these two Atros. Keep them taunted. They will mess. I almost said the F word. They'll mess the group up. I'm gonna blow a horn here. It's a major ad pull. Manage these two Storm Atros and the two-handers as best you can. And then what I like to do is pull in the archers. Like all the rain. Grab that. What I like to do is I like to chain in the archers afterwards. Again, since they're not the most deadly thing, and you can just sort of keep them off balance. But that's it. And then there's a small ad pull at the top, and then we're on this last boss who's a complete meme board. It's hilarious. I will go over the mechanics for that. It can be kind of a tricky fight. We have enough DPS in here. There should be one more addies. Alright, Scroll's going to be right behind us. Let's kill these ads first. Again, make sure you focus the Storm Atro. Definitely focus him. Anyway, so that's going to be the hard mode there, the scroll to activate the hard mode. So this boss, couple things. Do not stand too far away from this boss. She will teleport to you and kill you. She'll teleport to you if you get too far away from this boss. Like, let's see, she's gonna... Oh. A couple things. Get out of that. That AoE there is a one-shot. You see a one-shot of that guy? That's a one-shot. It's 100% a one-shot. It's designed to kill you. As a tank, it won't kill you. That there, she sees you through a Maida's Wrath on that other DPS. Block that. If you see her turn towards you, just block it. Everyone get out of that. So everybody has to get out of that. The problem with this fight is, so you see how far they're getting from the group? Somebody's going to get, she's going to fly to somebody. I'm telling you, you cannot stand too far away from this boss. So what you want to do here is, so do you see how I got pushed by that wind? The wind will push you. What's really important when she goes to do her AoE phase, kind of like start looking for the winds, because what happens here is as you start backing up to get out of that AoE, a lot of times you'll get pushed by the wind and it'll push you back into the AoE, and it's a one shot. So I like to start roll dodging, like I vigorously start roll dodging, like when she's gonna do the AoE, I'm on a DPS or a healer. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna blow a horn. So basically you want to stay near the boss and then you get away from the boss, and you stay near the boss and then you get away from the boss. See, as a tank, as long as you block, you're fine. By the way, I'm going to tell you right now, taking a death during this fight is brutal, because the winds push you and they stop you from rezzing, and it can be really brutal. Other than that, like I said, get out of her AoE. Don't get too far from her, because she'll teleport to you. If you do see her fly towards you, try and block as best you can. Other than that, the winds get really annoying. You can see the longer this fight goes on, the more winds there are, so it gets real obnoxious. So you see what happened there? That person got memed on pretty bad. I'm gonna try and get the res. I got the res. Horn. Yep, you see? They got shit down. So that's what happens, man. This fight gets real nasty. I'm gonna try and res why the DPS killed this ball. Watch me get knocked. You see what happened there? I couldn't actually get the healer, so we're good. So yeah, so this boss sucks. Stay near the boss. Everybody stay near the boss, or she'll teleport to you. She'll fly across the room, and it's a one shot. Like if she catches you and you're not shielded or blocking, and you're not being actively healed, she'll kill you. She does like a Mage's Wrath. Block that. If you're a healer, if you see someone get Mage's Wrath, start doing healing on them, emergency healing, because she'll normally follow it up with some nonsense and kill them. It's like a wombo combo, basically. It's like a 2-hit combo. Other than that, that AoE is designed to kill you as a DPS or a healer. It's not designed to be shielded through. Just get out of that. The winds are kind of annoying. They're going to knock you around. Other than that, that's it. She doesn't spawn any ads or anything. Her mechanics are kind of annoying because of all the stuff detection. I've seen that boss, we did this earlier, and the boss will literally like fly through walls and things. Like, she gets really glitchy. But that's it, guys. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe. If you like my video, hit the like button. I put up videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday here on YouTube, mostly ESO related stuff. But that's it. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye. Bye.